pre-market to post-market level 512 and a 515 level here, potentially for a breakout. The volume and liquidity is gigantic on Nokia, so
All right.
to
What's going
sell
on,
in these sort of
guys?
like
Welcome
5 and 10
back to
cent type
another
containers, not necessarily always
trading
the best
session.
option for the brand. If it
Pretty
defends
tired. Not
this
gonna lie,
previous high from
but it is what it is.
that 490 did it once, we'll
Market
continue to move
opens
again.
right now, literally in like 2 seconds. Okay. Alrighty. Market just opened.
It's a little delayed though. It's a little delayed. Let's drop it right now. This market is open.
We're not seeing a lot of volatility on the open right there, which is kind of interesting in my eyes. Where are you? EXPR is kind of just doing its thing. Okay, Nasdaq is now finally coming down. All right, so hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Just had you didn't trade much yesterday. Actually, that's a lie. I did. I traded a lot yesterday, extremely a lot. But I just didn't stream because I had some business stuff that I had to attend to. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Nasdaq is pushing up right now, which is a good sign. All the other indices right now are max ADR or almost max ADR, so that's telling me that we should be careful coming into like the open, which is right now. So we should see what happens right now. If we see kind of something did sound. No, I think my sound's pretty good. I could see my mic's working right there. Yeah, it works. All right. Okay, BB is coming up right now. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay. Oh, BlackBerry's coming up right now. That's interesting. I want to look at GameStop. I'm looking at these stocks. Oh, okay, now we're seeing a push on the Nasdaq. I'm off the highs. 2000's coming up. Dow Jones 30 coming up right there as well. So they're almost all of them are max ADR except for the S&P 500 is still max ADR. So most of them are max ADR right now. So we're gonna see what happens today. I'm interested in seeing what the Nasdaq does. But again, I'm looking for a trade setup. If I can't find a trade setup, then I'm not gonna trade it. Obviously, I could try scalping it. So we'll see if we could find a quick scalp if we can. Ooh, BlackBerry making new highs right now. It's so interesting seeing these hype stocks right now. Just to have freaking ton of volatility, and I literally just bought GameStop for like the memes. What's GameStop right now? We're at GameStop. Aren't you in my list? Yeah, GameStop we saw a gap up to 93, which is pretty insane. So yesterday we had kind of a short squeeze. I mean, not a short squeeze, but well, technically on the open it was kind of a short squeeze, but we saw kind of a falter out of that. So looks like the institutions were trying to sell that, which it also wasn't turned from the algorithms that caused the market to come down. That's why I talk about with the I guess you could say the flash crash yesterday. Um, right over here where for like almost 400 points it was caused by algorithms. Like for me, there's nothing else about it. Just algorithms trading it and high frequency trading and whatever. Just freaking algorithms. Um, and we were trading at all time highs as well. So I mean, I've been trading that for such a long time where I know exactly what it's gonna do. Not exactly. I don't predict it, but like I relatively have a perspective on what it's gonna do. So I knew that there is a very high possibility on the Nasdaq if I hold some scalps on the open, and trades off the open right over here, which was like the beginning of Sunday. I knew that we were gonna hit max ADR because I seen these kind of moves where the momentum just shifts it all the way up. The momentum just shifts it all the way up like all the time, and even though there's not like really any significant news pushing price action up, I know for a fact that the momentum is going to continue grinding up. Not insane volatility, but just grinding momentum, like where it grinds up. So it literally grinded all the way up for my entries from like who's that 22R. Like I made a killing yesterday. Not gonna lie, like I think yesterday was one of my biggest days this year. 22R out of my Kata 2 entry, and then 7R my Z3 pinch entry or whatever, and then it was max ADR, and I was like, okay, so I know on the open that we've grinded all the way at one direction. We're consolidating at the ADR level, and it just makes for me it makes logical sense to short, because I've seen so much patterns like this where it grinds up slow. Like I know that pattern in my head. It's a really powerful pattern, especially in bull markets and all-time highs. So in my eyes, I need to kind of make a. So I have that pattern in my head. I know how the pattern works, but in my head now that I've been testing it for a long time, I'm trying to kind of create a time frame around it, a standard frame about it, and seeing how I could kind of strategize with that specific pattern, and maybe even creating an algorithm or a system out of that. So just really, again, identifying patterns is all. Okay, Nasdaq is pushing down. Okay, I'm selling right now. I'm taking a small short right now because I know it could bounce off that level. I'm gonna show you guys my trade as well on Tesla. I'm not Tesla, but on USHJPY. I was looking at Tesla.
Breaking 100. I actually want to add to a position on a 100 break if I can. After missing the trade, I have to judge how far I want to cross that order. I'm not even sure at this moment what that number is going to be, because there's always a price you don't want to pay.
All right, GameStop. We're grinding up right now on GameStop, which is kind of interesting. But I want to see what we do here on the open on GameStop. BlackBerry, we're gapping up, and then we had a kind of a gap fade now, all the way up to $19. Now we're fading down. Let me show you guys my UJ trade. Oh, look at that! Look at that, guys. I just looked at the screen for a second. Look at that collapsing dragon right there. This is the systematic entry called collapsing dragon. Very powerful entry, especially on the open. I guess they could just literally go. So today, my bias was kind of bearish on it, to be honest. I mean, the reason why is just we had kind of like that slow grind, and I know that I don't know. I'm more bearish on it because I know that I feel like the move is not done yet toward the short side. I feel like it still has a lot of potential to go short onto it. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what we do here. I'm gonna lock my stop or break even on this trade in a second, just to make sure that I'm not caught in the reversal, like you see right there. If I am caught in the reversal before I'm able to lock my stop or break even, I'll just go ahead and close half of my risk. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta look at KO. Coca-Cola. Oh, that's really interesting. Today we just saw a freaking massive run up on Coca-Cola. Very interesting. That's very interesting. I'm looking to buy Coca-Cola for kind of a higher swing trade time frame. So we'll see on that. EXPR coming down. Yeah, this is my standard time frame right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy some shares on Coca-Cola. Oh, look at the Nasdaq pushing lower now. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. First trade of the day. Well, technically not really, but let's go, guys. Alright, I lock myself a break even so I can't lose on this trade. It's really volatile right now, so I'm going to be a little bit careful with my stop. and just give it a little bit more room if it needs to, because I know that the volatility is just a lot. It's coming back up. Alright, I just got stopped out really fast, so it's super volatile, so it is what it is.
Yeah, we got out. So we got out on GameStop there on that 90 break. It was a very, very easy structured trade for me there. We went long 95 early. It did rip up.
Yeah, it's super volatile. Maybe I should have just waited on my stop for about 1.5 hour.
If you're long on this one, watch
It's fully my fault.
You got some downside areas of 75, 71. We talked about holding that there on this alt.
And I'll have to have a negative risk on this trade. Dang it. I should have just locked my stop at 1.5 hour. I know how volatile this is. It's pretty stupid of me.
Okay, GE goes down there. We do get out of the, not majority, but half of what we did have there from that 12.15. So, yeah, some of these stocks, man, not going in the right way, needless to say. BlackBerry was a loser for us. GameStop was a loser for us. Position pending, but GE's a loser. And then, I hate saying that word because it makes us look like one, but 490, 491 here. We're trying AMC one more time. We had some good pickups down here, and my average price is 95, so not yet out of the money, but not yet really suffering a huge hit. We're gonna wait to see what happens if we can get above 90 right now for Advanced Micro, AMC, American Amusement Movie Theaters. What's up?
Another big one with earnings today, guys. 3M reported in the pre-market here, heading northbound in a hurry. Just a heads up, there's big resistance.
Anyway, so let me go ahead and show you guys my my standard frame on USDJPY. So this is my swing trade right now on UJ, doing pretty well. So yesterday I tried shorting it, just choppy, but I knew eventually it was gonna calm down because that's usually how this specific pair goes. It has like a choppy day where it's bearish, but it's struggling, and it's not bullish either because it's failing to move higher, and it's consolidating between a significant EMA. So I knew that we were going to come down, and I was just early on yesterday's entry. So I managed to get stopped out at like 0.5 R because I closed early on, I forgot, on like this entry right over here, I believe. And then I took a short again off this entry right over here off the high, and then I closed it as a day trade. So I made basically my money back out of this loss from right over here. So this was a day trade, and then this was a short trade. It's kind of a swing trade time frame. So right now it's doing pretty well, and I could show you guys even in my markup side like for proof that that I did take it. You could even see in my Instagram that I'm not even making this shit up. Like, you know, I'm trading these levels every single day, and I know exactly. So this is like, you know, this is January 26th, 30359 UTC. So this is like literally like Asian session. Took this markup just to show you guys like the before, and right now we're basically almost at 1 R right now. So it's just, you know, it's just experience in my hand. Yeah, almost 1 R right there. So at 1 R, I'm gonna go ahead and lock my stop. My full TP is gonna be at this level right over here. Oh my gosh, dude, Nasdaq is literally coming down, bro. I'm in a short. I took a short right over here for a scalp, so I wasn't even in like, not even good size, which is unfortunate. We're gonna see another crash, possibly another crash. Yeah, we're having a lot of volatility right there. It's tough. It's tough to see exactly what exactly this pair is gonna do today. Even though I told you guys I have a good perspective of it, especially whenever we see such a volatile and aggressive move like we saw yesterday. So this is like a mini flash crash basically. That's what a mini flash crash. I just closed my scalp right now. That's literally what a mini flash crash is. Literally, like it's coming up and then just crashes all the way down. That's literally what a flash crash is. And so it's kind of hard to kind of quantify exactly what the pair's going to do today. For me, it's bearish. I mean, it looks bearish to me on the higher time frames because, you know, we have dive. You know, we came all the way up, and you know we're rejecting off the high. We're clearly rejecting off the high right over here, as you can see here. Clearly rejecting off the high. So that's telling me that, you know, we're seeing a clear bearish rejection off that, and then we could see a continuation of that momentum. Took another scalp right now. Just really volatile, so I'm trying to quantify my risk reward right now. This isn't off my scalping system. It's off my more of like kind of like my aggressive scalping system that I took the FT Mil challenge with.
Okay, guys, yeah, welcome. 14,000 people now watching. So congratulations to us and to you guys for being part of the team. So, you know, let's just keep this momentum going. We picked up some AMC on the downside here, right? So now we have an average price of
That's interesting how Dow Jones is still trying to come up. That's very interesting. So it looks like the Nasdaq is much more weaker right now. We're also 2000. All right, so we're seeing kind of a pullback in Russell. And S&P 500, we're seeing a pullback too. So looks like, you know, Nasdaq is leading right now on the weakest indice right now. So that's interesting. We're breaking off that 50 level. Pulling back up on Nasdaq. I got stopped out, so I'm basically break even at that. It is what it is. I just had to make sure my risk reward was really good on that, so it was. Wasn't risking a lot, and I like the risk reward on that, so we'll see what we do here.
News on Velodyne, guys. If you remember the LiDAR company, VLD are up 8.5%. I'll show you the headline here. Multi-year sales agreement with this company.
Blackberry's coming down. All right, I gotta do this real quick.
Ripping on volume on that news, guys.
AMC, bang, comes down in the face right now. Big time move to the high side here, and we're making that cash again. So we turn that front upside down now. AMC, yes sir. What a nice comeback here. We talked about how huge we'd be and how happy we'd be if it took out. Look where we're long, 493. Go, young friend, go. Let's see how high we can go. Now on AMC, 18, 16, 15. Do we drop some? I mean, we're dropping them right now, but this is a monster win right now for AMC to the moon. Let's go.
Just noticing Palantir made a bit of movement. Thank you for in the chat mentioning this one off the pre-market lows here. 34.75 all the way back to the 36. It was failed break through the pre-market high the first time. It looks like it has a shot to go. I still think there's going to be an opportunity to sell this one. Maybe it'll be in the afternoon going into that demo day. But they're buying up this bottom. I'd like to see a clean break of that pre-market high a second time. That's 36.30 to the penny. If you like that 36, there is literally zero on level 2 in terms of size. So that even dollar has nothing in terms of resistance on it. But I do still like 36.30 a little better.
Yeah, today's gonna be tough in trading it, so I'm not gonna be doing too much size on it either way. At least in my perspective, because no one really knows what stocks are gonna do. I still like it short at the moment, so we'll see what we do here. Coca-Cola, $48 right now. And then my chat is not working. Come on.
I was going crazy on that one. It doesn't get much better than that on those outs, so we will pop a wheelie on some of these outs.
Yeah, on stocks, the consumer, U.S. consumer doesn't really affect. So the CPI, like the GDP, doesn't really affect stocks as much as you would see on Forex. or Nasdaq. You won't see that. You won't even see like a really hard retaliation on the Nasdaq or like specific stocks. Either way, and that's just how the stock market is.
Housing the best.
It would make sense that it will affect that, but again,
Apparently, according to my good friend Jim Cramer, there is only 2.5 months of data of housing available in the market. So, yeah, that's going to Toll Brothers, D.H. Horton, everything going. What a great time to be alive. You got low interest rates as well, guys.
Yeah, and that's not going anywhere. Tesla,
all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what we do here. I think I like taking it long if we continue going higher,
900 just yet. We
but
are
we'll
still
see.
on the lookout for that level.
We shall see.
Make a bit of a push at the open like
BB,
but I think
$17.
Tesla
GME.
just entered, like I said, entered back into that black where it is looking like it's trying to test the bottom end of the range, but 1780 holding up rather nicely. Virgin Galactic, which was one of the gifts from that little market sell-off we had.
UJ still coming down.
It touched 39, which is a little bit to my surprise. Look at this choppy consolidation around like 38 is the best I can say. It does look like it's trying to make another leg to the upside. It's one that I don't like the fact that I missed
So, bouncing off that level.
that level by playing the fullback. I want to take a shot here in Galactic. The 37.50 is going to be my out, so I want to get a decent price. Right?
Another one from the watchlist, guys. Twitter to the moon today. Nice move here. 48 to 50 just broke on a huge volume spike. They picked up, I forget the name of the company, but they bought a small.
Yeah, it's tough to short at this level right now if it's consolidating to be honest. He's off that 50 level. So I really don't like it right now for shorts.
We got some nice love there. And if you watched this video yesterday, we went out skating, and there she is. There's a little look for the princess. Give a big shout out to her. Ooh, 81 likes. Thank you so much for that one, guys. And then today we talked about it all. AMC, Palantir, J&J, Pepsi, Beyond Meat.
Alright, Coca-Cola's coming down now.
Yet, guys. So let's go over and take a quick look. Go AMC. Hello, Mamma Mia, AMC. Today on fire. Just keeps on going to the high side there from AMC.
That's interesting. AMC is starting to come up. So kind of all the momentum stocks, like the meme stocks, you could say. AMC is leading right now.
I want to say big shout out to all my friends. If you guys are watching, probably not, because you're sick and tired of me. But I've been recommending DraftKings for a hell of a long time, and now you're seeing it be rewarded. Yesterday on our AMA, if anybody was
AMC is coming up from $4 to $5 right now. So AMC could be a good buy, good buying opportunity. I wouldn't buy like extremely a lot of shares on it, but in my eyes, like I don't know, like for like kids and teenagers, like we want to go out, we want to like watch a movie and shit like that. So for me, it doesn't like like online entertainment, like buying a movie online. It's not as fun as going to the movie theaters and just getting some popcorn, especially on a date. If you're going on a date, like what are you gonna do? Like on your first date, you invite her to your house, and then like just watch a movie. And yeah, you could do that, but I mean like it's not fun. I don't think movie theaters are gonna die at anytime soon. I think eventually it will. Eventually everything dies, but eventually like I think we're gonna find it, like people are gonna find a solution to that. But I think movie theaters are still a good buying opportunity for right now. Within the next 5 years, for I'll say 3 to 5 years, it's still a good buying opportunity. So I would personally buy AMC because for me, not coming from a fundamental perspective, eventually like the coronavirus is gonna end, right? And this is a stock that eventually it's gonna come back up, in my opinion. So it's a good buying opportunity. Plus, I love AMC. I love AMC theaters too, so it's something that I truly care about. But yeah, I would recommend like literally trying to do that. Right now, we're at a significant point of a breakout on the higher time frame, so I'm gonna go ahead and try buying some options. Not right now, because I'm not seeing that continuation. But if we continue going up today, I'm very interested. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take it buy right now. Actually, my RR is kind of fucked right now, so I can't do that, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to wait off the BB mode right over here. So right over here, that's my standard time frame. I'm putting my stop right there. So it's a higher risk reward. So that's something I hate, unfortunately, but oh well. It gives me 2 arch over that high, so that's good. BlackBerry's coming down. It's fine. I do believe in BlackBerry. I mean, BlackBerry. I mean, it was a industrial kind of revolution back in the early 2000s with coming out with their phones. But right now, I like how they're trying to transition now because they know they lost in the phone space. Obviously, they lost. Like Apple is gonna be the winner for a long time. So and they lost in that space, and now they're transitioning toward a just bought right now. I'm gonna go ahead and lock my have my stop at 0.5 R because of how it hasn't fully come up off the Bollinger Band mean.
I don't know. I was saying 36.30. It's another trade that I missed out on. To be honest with you, the upside there.
But it just makes like I love how these companies are transitioning to themselves, and they're doing pretty well transitioning to themselves in kind of like the kind of like I guess you could say like the cyberspace industry. Yeah, technically the car industry because they're making kind of algorithms that track everything within a car, speed, the issues. Like it could help a lot of manufacturers see what a car is missing and if it has any problems or whatever. So BlackBerry is doing an awesome job of some of these algorithms kind of applications to these car manufacturers and car companies. And they've done pretty well in that. So I like how they're transitioning, and I like BlackBerry for purely on the fundamental aspect of it. Now for a technical aspect of it, I'm looking for a breakout on BlackBerry, which I'm not seeing right now at the current moment. But we are at a significant level in the higher time frames that we can break out any second. So like even like for me, BlackBerry is a good buy. Like I like the buy. For me, AMC is a good buy in my opinion. GameStop, no, that's a bit pushing it. AMC and BlackBerry are good for me, but I mean GameStop, nah. Like I bought some shares today on the open. Like I had pending shares, pending orders or whatever. And the reason why is just literally like memes. I actually want like Wall Street bets to kind of win, like the little war that they're having with these hedge funds. But it's just so funny. Like literally, it's hilarious to me because these are the hedge funds that over leverage themselves to short the stock, and basically shorting a stock is just so cruel in my opinion. Like whenever you're just milking the cow to every penny, making sure it just comes all the way down to zero on that specific stock. I think that just like that's just wrong in my opinion because these are actually people. These are people's lives. These are people's jobs or whatever, and they need to they need bills to pay. They need the company to survive for them to find sustainability in their financial life, in their work life. So I mean I'm glad that these hedge funds are losing money, and I'm glad that I'm glad that they're basically just almost shitting themselves. So. Even though like I'm a fund manager myself, like whenever these big players are just coming up and literally like just being so greedy, that's something that where I'm just like no, especially in the financial crisis where all these people were greedy. It's coming back down. Where all these people were actually super greedy in the financial crisis. Like with the big banks like over leveraging themselves with subprime mortgages, and then the hedge funds too, like literally over leveraging themselves with the subprime mortgages because they were so greedy, they wanted to make money. And I hate that. I really hate that because like a lot of people lost a lot of money in financial crisis, a lot of jobs were lost, and it was mostly caused by these over leveraged big players. So for me, like whenever these players are getting bailed out by the banks and other hedge funds, and whenever they're causing a lot of pain to people, I think that's a time where it needs to stop. Because I'm a fund manager myself, and I don't obviously I don't do that. Like I look for opportunities, and I take those opportunities based on my systems and strategies that I have in place. So yeah, I'm hoping that GameStop literally flushes to $1,000. That's what I'm hoping for. Not for me to make money, but for just these hedge funds to kind of just learn a lesson. I like how the retail players are like, even though the retail players right now like, are, not gonna lie, they're pretty stupid. They don't know anything about like the advance of a stock, the mathematical of a stock. They don't have like they don't do really advanced research like these kind of research companies and hedge funds do. But like they're the fundamental aspect of supply and demand, like where like they just flush, they buy the shares and they flush the price up. The only thing that can stop them right now at the current point is if the company basically claims for bankruptcy or the company does something stupid. Then the stock flushes down, and then that's where these, I guess, retail investors from Wall Street Bets will have to say like, oh shit, I just lost literally all my life savings. Now I have to sell or something like that. So that's just my perspective, but I bought some shares on GameStop just for the memes. I don't really care if I lose money on it, cause whatever. Yeah, like looks like these stocks are coming down now. Yeah, it's pretty choppy today, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and try locking my stop at break even as soon as I can. Ooh, UJ is making us money right now. Let's go, UJ. Keep pushing down, baby. You can kind of see like a head and shoulder pattern right over here. You got the little head right over here, and then you got the shoulder, and then the right shoulder. So you can kind of see kind of a head and shoulder pattern. Well, I don't really strictly personally trade off just that pattern myself. I have a strict systematic approach to the markets. But it gives me confidence because these are what retail traders are looking at. The traders are looking at. Like, oh, it's a head and shoulder pattern. Let's sell it. It just gives me more confidence toward the short side. But yeah, really good trade right now. We're almost to ADR, so very, very good trade on UJ. I was patient with it, guys. Yesterday I took a loss and then another win, so I was 1-1, 1-1 on UJ, 1 win, 1 loser. And now we're about to be 2 for 2. Oh my God, Coca-Cola is shooting back up.
Cancel some of my orders here. Actually, I might just cancel all of these orders. I don't have too much to risk here. Other than Microsoft, we're going to watch that one. I was going to go crazy. I just noticed an order there. I was going to go crazy on GE, but that one came through, so we didn't have to worry about it. But other than that, yeah, everything trying to go right now. AMC down at the bottom, that's what I want to look at right now. AMC 490 right down at the bottom, 481.42. A good little bottom spot there, but who knows if we're going to try one more time. I think we might as well. AMC through 492.
Let's go. Pushing it back up. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go long again on AMC, and then use a bottom of like 480 maybe to get out if that doesn't work out. But I think AMC maybe building some nice bottoms. We can use this 480 there. Let's see if the momentum can carry this name through. But it needs to break through 92 before I really get serious here with AMC. Make sure it is back to the high side. GE 3 pennies in the money. Looking to get some more there as well.
Yeah, DHI. There's another.
Very good play right here on Nasdaq. Very, very good.
Like I mentioned, but it's PHUN making moves to the high side. I was able to get some out and always do so in front of.
I think Nasdaq has a lot of potential toward the upside if we see a lot of volatility. We'll see.
I added once. I'm not. I don't. The way that this came in,
We're almost at 1R.
feels like that was on volume.
So at 1R, I'm gonna go ahead and lock my stop. I break even. Let's go. What a beautiful day, guys. What a beautiful sunshine, beautiful day. To short USDJPY and long Nasdaq. Yeah, UJ is just so beautiful right now. It's just coming down like that breakout though. Just really beautiful.
so you're seeing my price change a little bit on that one. Yeah, I guess it's still 1180 or so here on GE. If we can get some shares out, let's see if I can blow this up just a little bit for you guys. Yeah, so we did have a nice little pickup. That's our little bottom there. Should have probably gone long right here on this break, 1173, 1174. Let's see if we can get some of that, and we'll go longer again on an 80 break.
UJ is just beautiful. It's my edge. UJ, I love UJ so much because it's literally my pair that I have a really good edge in. Alright, so we're at 1R right now on NASDAQ. Let's go. Come on. Like, leave a like if you guys are with me with these trades, or you know, you guys are seeing these trades live.
But it is finally giving, if there wasn't consolidation off this level, I talked about that little chop zone, that 65 to 75 area. This
Leave a like, guys.
the level like that you're looking for. So now that it's finally done it, I will take
I shouldn't have said, like, take my trades, same trades as I do, because I don't recommend taking my trades at all. I don't do signals, and plus,
now that it's finally rounded itself off, and made a little bit of a level. Pouncers help
you know, you can't trade something that you really don't understand, like the mechanics of why, like the systems or whatever. So I definitely would not recommend taking the same trades as I do. People try that I think like a couple months ago, and they lost money consistently. And even though I made money and they lost money, like the logic behind that is just they don't know how to manage it really well, and they don't know how to make the mechanics of the systems that I trade. All right, now Nasdaq is pushing down, which is something I don't like. I'm looking to close half right now. But I'm still waiting. Hopefully he doesn't pull back too hard, because I'm trying to close half at this level right over here.
Yeah, we're yelling at BlackBerry now. We took that 1140. We were very, very patient for that. We just cashed out a little bit above VWAP. We think it can still go, but who knows? Look at this bid on Palantir, guys. Damn, we picked you up, and we got you again, Palantir. We got you right now on the downside. I hope so. Anyways, that little bid down there, we picked it up. We averaged in. It was a pretty sweet trade. That's why you're seeing my average price now 88 on Palantir. So this was a disaster. So we've lost. We picked it up. We picked it up again. Nice little average in 88 is our price, and we just took some out there in the 20s and 30s. So that was good. And then BlackBerry right now, man. Good thing we got out at VWAP, but right now.
Dang it, we're pulling back.
We'd like to see it much
That's
higher.
unfortunate.
This is about where I'm in at. Oh, sorry, 1880 is where I put the price.
It's super unfortunate. Just before I was able to close half. I'm gonna close if we reach this level right over here. At least for me to catch some risk reward on that, because we are bouncing off that high right there.
IR Biotech, another big mover today, 54%. This is a $65 stock on volume as well. They had positive news on hepatitis B treatment that they are working on.
Let's see if it crosses below the dragon right now.
Just made a bit of a pop. I was able to get a few more shares here when it started to level off. I was waiting for it to go sideways a bit before picking it up.
Yeah, we're not coming. We're not just holding support right now. I'm closing. Close right now. It is what it is. Dang it, that actually pisses me off a little bit. Literally, like, I should have just closed it sooner. But I was looking at UJ right now. That was my fault. I may just take an RLXD entry right over here. Or a Kata 2 entry, let's see. Yeah, that was a little bit of my fault. I got out like a point, I think 0.4R. So I made some money on that.
Yeah, BlackBerry trying to go right now, and yeah, we've got this trade here, guys, and we hit it pretty hard. So we're gonna hit some backflips right now for BlackBerry, bringing us back. Good trade there for me on this name. So let's just keep holding it and see how high it can go. We've got GE right now at 72. It's at 79. So that's a banger for you as well. Right now back through 80. Let's get out a little bit more if we can on that name. Palantir 35 cents in the money. BlackBerry 15 cents in the money. AMC doing not much. As we go, okay, BlackBerry, I see you. Here it goes, ripping to the high side right now. This is a monster trade for us, so it's another backflip. Good trade here for BlackBerry. I know it doesn't look like it's huge, but we put on shares. We were waiting for that opportunity. We struck when we saw it, And there we go. Bang! Nice move to Blackberry on the high
Bang,
side
bang.
right there. Yes, welcome to the
Alright,
jungle.
UJ, at least
The water
UJ is treating me nicely, guys. I risked about 2% on this trade, so really actually like a big amount of risk on it. But hey, at least it's paying me good, so it's treating me really good today. Nasdaq, it's doing its thing. Like it did me dirty right now. Not gonna lie, it did me really dirty with that pullback. But at least I'm getting paid on UJ, so you know, let's go. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and close half right now, so we can close some profits.
There we go. I just got that dollar winner on Blackberry, so we'll go with Mortal Kombat because I'm more of a Sub-Zero kind of guy.
I just closed half on UJ.
But on Etsy, you can hold it.
But so far, yeah, just a really clean kind of just clean price action on UJ.
Risking no worse than $1.50 ideally, and then trying to catch a break through this 213 area if the stock gets a second win to it. It's only up that 1% now, and that is a big time pullback.
Okay, so Workhorse still going as well, guys. 70 cents in the money. This one hasn't been really a roller coaster. Never really gone against us here. 29.05, upside 29.40, $30 coming through here. But we've got some nice trades on right now, guys. Oh, Palantir. What? Okay,
It
Palantir
just broke that 75.
Yeah,
I just
Palantir
looked at it. It was a sell program for a split second there from 75, but it looks like it stopped.
Yeah, Palantir was cruising there to the high side. That's why we took some out, and then it comes right back down and takes us out at that low. So that's why my net changed just a little bit, but we were pretty light on Palantir. So we'll wait for that one. Blink charging, Brendan. I see still going. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, Blink and XPEV, the EV names.
Yeah, look at that pullback on Nasdaq. Just pull back from the high. It's choppy today, so I'm gonna take a step back right now on Nasdaq because it looks choppy right now. We didn't have a really high volatility on the open, which is kind of expected, you know, because now we're seeing indecision on what is gonna happen today, exactly from yesterday's big crash. So it makes sense that we're seeing indecision today. But yeah, I mean, I cut about 0.4R out of this trade. I was risking about 1%, so like made about like 0.40% on that trade, so which is fine. I'm cool about that. I just wish that I would have caught some profits right there. But yeah, it looks choppy right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little step back on that. To be honest, S&P 500 is coming down, so it could come down toward the 50. Dow Jones 30 coming down as well. US 2000 is coming down. We could see maybe a red day. We'll see. That's interesting how these stocks are coming down right now. I like Dow Jones, how these EMAs are clustering right there. S&P 500, I like that as well. We'll see. It's kind of hard to kind of quantify exactly what's going to happen because all these other indices are coming down. Nasdaq is coming down, but it looks like it's trying to pull back up. So we shall see. We shall see.
Actually, it tanked down to like 35.30 on that break. So that was a 30-cent way to withhold it. It comes back when we get out of a little bit. Like this is very, very violent for Palantir. I still think we have some upside, but it's definitely not giving it to us. That's why you got to dump these shares. Like that was a mistake straight off the bat. We talked about Palantir making some strange moves off the open. We thought it did that, then all of a sudden it went all the way to the top. I got to cancel these orders when I see these moves because the top is there for a reason. I shouldn't be going long at those levels. But okay, we take it now. We thought we were maybe building a little bit of a base down here at 50. It didn't really look like it. It just cracked through 30, so we'll take a little bit off. We are stuck long now, 62 on Palantir. I think it's worth getting a little more out and try it one more time if it goes because this is just violent to the downside right now. PLTR heading southbound right now and not great. I got to go over that Blink, XPEV, and then even have a quick look over at NEO as well. But everything's red today, it seems like.
Tesla just turned red as well. My first inclination was what's going on with Tesla here, and it just broke its low at 880. Remember that 86 level had trouble breaking out through. If it gets to that price,
AMC is coming down right now. BlackBerry is coming down. Yeah, so it looks like the market is choppy, which makes sense because everything right now looks choppy as hell. GMZ is consolidating right now.
because it was such a patient wait for the bottom on a 210 level on an NC. Yeah, we should have probably just sold that one off when the only news actually getting it up was Elon Musk. Either way, I did try that little bottom pick. Now we're just seeing if BlackBerry can hold up. It just pulled back to 1818.
Just looking at the overall market here, guys, coming off a little bit. Seems to be the banks that are leading to the downside here. WFC among the weakest right now, 1.2%. Then straight southbound,
Well, Devin break even right now.
WFC.
EWZ up 4%. That's insane. Yeah, most of these stocks are break even right now. Until I think EWZ, which is the Brazil stay, made really significant gains. Holy crap, we gapped up really hard today. That's insane. Did we see some news on Brazil? That is insane. So futures on track.
But yeah, this is generally a level there, so we drop it there, so we fall in the hole, we get out on Palantir.
That's insane. We saw an insane gap from 34 to now 35. At least on the intraday chart, it's pretty significant. I like EWZ right now because we're pulling back up, so I was looking for a dip on EWZ. So I don't know. I don't know.
But the Nano Dimension was probably due for something like this, and anytime you get parabolic like that, was just had a clean 12 break, and then you had this high off the open and a big flush yesterday off the 1785. We're even going to do this because this is
Netflix
and then you get another
is good. I like the weekly on KO. I like to buy it on the break of the 50 on the 1 hour. Yeah, for me, I'm not trading ASFX with stocks right now. The 50 EMA is a powerful tool. For me, the 50 EMA, I always look at the 50 EMA because it's always a powerful kind of universal level that all the other traders look at. But it's not like it's just a tool in my and whenever I trade. So I have a systematic approach whenever I'm entering on these stocks, which helps me in turn to try to just kind of not put too much risk in my portfolio, you know. So Coca-Cola, the reason why I entered on Coca-Cola is because it's coming off like on the weekly and daily chart. It's coming off as the 10-day low. So it's breaking toward the 10-day low, which is a holy crap, we're seeing a push right now on NQ. What, we have drill in 2 weeks? What the heck? Dude, I'm getting flushed. I thought I had to. We just had online drill in my military unit, but now we have drill in 2 weeks. Oh, come on. That's gonna suck. But anyway, so I took Coca-Cola because of the 10-day high, 10-day low, excuse me. So we broke toward the 10-day low, pulled back, and now we have a 5 DDD. So basically 5 days down, 5 days up pattern emerged. So I took that entry as well, and then I use visual as a visual box on the daily to kind of form my risk reward on that. So it's from Dr. Ken Long's system, so I use his systems whenever I swing trade these stocks. Interesting. We saw that pullback right now. Yeah, so you clearly see it's choppy right now. So I don't know. I normally on these days I usually get into red trades, so I'm just careful right now on it. But I mean, if it breaks the 50, like, it just makes logical sense that it continues going down. And we look at this bounce. Like, we clearly bounce off this level right over here. Clearly rejection of that. So it will make sense if it breaks over this level and then continue going down. So this is clearly a collapsing dragon right over here. Another collapsing dragon.
Hey guys, yeah, small cap time morning flying along here. Let's have a look at a few that we're moving around in the pre-market. This one, BTNR
I'm taking a short right now.
weakest of groups going into the open here.
I'm taking this small risk right now.
Support initially. Once it was broken, you can assume it's going to be
I'm going small risk on this specific trade
50 level.
because I see how choppy it is and I'm aware of that, so I'm being careful in that perspective because it could chop around. Like, look at that. Just significant chop at that.
4 and then 420. Resistance from yesterday. This was just obviously weak going into the open. They just could not get above 350 even. And then we got the flush down to 280. So a nice opportunity there. Mentioned that EXPR and BlackBerry. Yeah, these guys were long. Was making money short. So $20 here was support initially on the way down. Had a nice retest of 1975 to 1980. Big flush initially all the way down through, I guess it was 17 and a half at the bottom there. Still having trouble bouncing off the bottom there.
Yeah, look at that choppiness. That's why.
Really is. That's why I say
That's why I'm not trading this right now. Like, I'm not trading this with full size. Just clear choppiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out right now because it's too choppy for me.
Despite missing the post-halt trade on this, which twice missing the post-halt trade, taking out the bottom at 10.15 was worth waiting for. It's also broke 10 even. I got my 15s out here, so you'll see me short at 10 even now. Give it back to that quarter mark and then see if it can't get back to where we jumped off at 9.50. Sorry, at 7 o'clock this morning at 9.50. The price that is. For any of you that are actually
All right, I'm out right now. So good thing I risked about 1/3 of my original position size, so about like 0.30%, and I closed at about 0.5 R, so about like 0.15% of all, or actually 0.18%. So it's not fine. I mean, like for me right now, it could come down for sure, but I'm not gonna try taking it short at least until I see confirmation. Right now, because it's just choppy right now in my perspective. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like I'm done with trading Nasdaq right now. Had a good win on it. You know, could have definitely been better. Had a win here. Had another win here. So, it could have been better today for sure. But it is what it is. I think right now I'm making more money on UJ, taking it short, which is really really good. So. That's pretty much it for today's stream. I'm pretty much done trading. I gotta I gotta do some work. But yeah, UJ is still coming back down.
Okay, Workhorse has been working, so we'll hit a backward for that one. Still in this trade, still looking for to take out 30. We're long at 29. That's a good play. Oh, and what's up, Mike? One of my friends, Mike there. Mikey D. Good friend of mine.
So we should wait on this trade, but I mean, I like it a lot. I think it's gonna come all the way down to ADR for sure today. Looking at the momentum that's pushing it right now, so I like it a lot. I have my lock stop break even, so I can't lose in this trade. And then I closed half on this specific trade, so we're doing pretty good. I risked about 2% on this trade, a little bit more than 2%. Yeah, we're up about more than a percent for the day. So even though we took that small loss on Nasdaq right now, we're still up 1% for the day. So we hit our goal, our daily goal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on these charts and see what exactly we do on these indices. If we kind of just chop around, or are we like coming down? I mean, technically, looks like on the Nasdaq we're trying to make kind of lower highs right over here. But it's really choppy. So I would only want to trade something that has a lot of momentum in it, like on a move that has a lot of momentum. Yeah, look at that bounce. Look at that. Look at those wicks right there on the 1 hour. Clear wicks. Look at his pin on yesterday. Insane pin right there. Literally the most insanest pin that I've seen in a while.
Still holding on to this. It's testing VWAP again. But because I've already sort of taken the profit here, I'm going to do my best to see if we can't still try to hold on to the 19. It is struggling, but it's showing some signs. If you can get through the 1850 here, suddenly maybe even buying it above that 1850 for another 4
Yeah, we are struggling right now.
is seemingly possible here, guys. I'm going to hang on to BlackBerry. I'm not really done with the idea that we can still go higher. Brendan.
Yeah, the other end of that story this morning.
I think we're coming down. If we are coming down eventually, I think we're gonna come down toward at least toward this level right over here. To be honest.
Okay, so we're gonna spin the money around. We can take some more on powers here there. Still not happy because
Yeah, that would be my standard time frame, my standard level to take it short.
One though is Workhorse because here we go. Long 29 and still holding. It goes all the way to 30.50 there. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you rewind the tape, I talked about that 30.50.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's stream. Started streaming about like an hour ago, so already up for the daily goal. Took about a loss, 2 wins, and then another winner on UJ. So it is what it is. We're still up 1%, and we're gonna continue looking for seeing if UJ continues going down. But again, the trade is risk free, so I can't lose any money onto it. So yeah, really good day, really good trading session. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube. Leave a like. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for, what is it? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today Wednesday or tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. See you guys on Wednesday for the next live stream. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later, alright?